I won't deny.
All right, Ronnie. So, what is a worldview?
Well, basically, a worldview is it's how we understand life. It's how we understand the most important issues in life, such as who is God? Does God exist? Is there even such a being as God? Multiple gods,
Right.
or has the universe always been, or did it come into being at some point in time? Or well, it wouldn't be at some point in time, but did it come into existence?
Right.
What is God the creator of the universe? What is our basis and grounding for ethics? Is there such a thing as truth, absolute truth, or is all truth relative? So it answers these important questions that we have about life. But these questions, these important questions that we have, and our answers to those will often help us to just make sense of, I guess, not as important issues like everyday life, everyday living. For example, who should I vote for? Should I, as a Christian, become an actor or an actress? I mean, these are the kinds of questions that, when we have a framework in our worldview, it kind of helps us to filter things down to just make sense of life.
Okay. Does everybody have a worldview?
Yeah, I think everyone has a worldview.
Okay.
I mean, no one's exempt from it. Everyone has perspective on things. We all have a perspective on God. We all have a perspective on human nature, whether humans are made up of just our material being, or is there more to us, such as an immaterial part, something that that transcends our, or whether or not the universe has always existed. These are the kinds of things people have answers to. These people have, they've thought about it, whether it's a lot of deep thought they've put into it, or whether it's just things that they concede. Everyone has beliefs about these things in life.
Right. Does it really matter how one thinks about God? Because a lot of the time, people will say, I just believe that you need to be sincere in your beliefs, and logic and critical thinking. Those things that's overkill. We just need to be sincere. What do you say to that?
Well, I mean, I could believe that the moon's made of green cheese, but my belief that the moon's made of green cheese doesn't make it so. Right. So basically, when we have beliefs about things, I hold to something called correspondence theory of truth, that it does correspond to the way reality is. And I think that one of the most profound questions that we can answer as people is whether or not God exists. I think it's one of the most important questions we need to ask ourselves. And second to that is, well, what kind of God exists?
Right.
Is it the God of Christianity, of Islam? We need to really make a decision about this, because if God exists, then aren't we to be accountable to such a being if he does exist? So I think the foundation, or the most critical question we need to ask ourselves is, does God exist, and who is this God?
Righteous and holy, reborn and remade, accepted and